Okay, we're now getting ready to figure out how to do a salon style. It's something that I haven't done before personally, but I want to get the placement ready, and so this is how we plan to do this. There's, as you can see, this whole wall of frames. At this point, I'm not worried about where each one's going. I'm not trying to figure that out. What I'm trying to figure out is the worst case scenario, how much space, and then we will figure out from the space in the wall to the floor, and then Carissa and I later today will start moving these into position, so when the person comes to hang these, they know our intent on where we want everything. So right now it's not an aesthetic choice of where images are going to go. It's basically how we're going to set up the physical space. So we have a lot of 2024 verticals, which are actually 25 inches high, and then we have a bunch of 20-inch height images. So if we add 2 is 50 inches, plus 20 is 70 inches. So we have 70 inches on the wall to work with. So this is going to be, as you can see, quite a massive wall. So the first thing Carissa and I will do is lay down a piece of tape on the floor for the top section. So what we're doing is we're going to put the top part along this whole wall. Now, thanks to our friends at Lonsdale Gallery, hold it tight, we saw them do this when they put their installation of 350 pieces, or over 400. So this is minuscule compared to what Simone and Chad did, but it's still significant. Okay, so I think what I want to do is lay down the top level of images, and I will do that with 16 by 20 prints. So I'm going to stay with the non-music stuff on the kind of the outsides first, you know, so that it goes from portraits into more of the music stuff in the middle area. So it's a bit random right now, just trying to get an idea of how all these pieces will work. And once they're on the wall, because all the frames, the hangers are in the exact same position, and because the frames are all the same size in most cases, we can do the final re-editing, of positioning of everything at a later date. Okay, so here we are after about a half an hour. It's kind of laid out. There'll be some modifications made. We'll move things around a bit, space just a little bit, so that we have 2 small prints, Diana Ross and James Brown at the end. But what we may do is take out some of the musician stuff and put it back on this wall. So we may take out this one of Russell Monk's here, which is not, it's a shot from India, And we will put this over here with the back wall. So that right away opens a spot. And in that spot, we can put in, say, James Brown. There we go, James Brown goes in here. And now we've got one spot to come apart, and looking at this, I would say that I have to think about it and decide later which one's going to come out of this main body. I think what we'll do is we'll do the two portraits of Prime Ministers by Nigel Dixon, and they'll go on this back wall. And then we'll put the one musician back in, which is Diana Ross. And we're now a little bit better off. And we'll just come in here, move everything down a little bit, and there she goes. So the basics of the one major wall of hero prints.